Thank you for that. Welcome, and thank you guys. Sorry we're late, and I still might have little power issues. We have a freak southern thunderstorm that just blew through, so it's like crazy here. And hopefully you don't hear the thunder, but yeah. So, welcome again. We're back from PAX West. We have all the usual suspects. All the ladies might have a little nice, refreshing glow, except for Lady, because she's the only one of us that I think that got sick on this trip. So, but thank you for still joining us, Lady. Even though we can't see you, we appreciate you still coming on the show, and hopefully it's not too bad on your throat.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. All right. So let's start with our intros. We got some juicy topics this week. I think hopefully don't get too spicy, but we got to do our PAX recap. Got to talk about the game of the year, Starfield. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's Gotti.
Yeah, it's up there. I don't know. Still Hogwarts too.
Man, there's so many good games this year.
I know, so many good games this year. But let's get into it. Below me is Miss Lady. You don't have to talk too much, but go ahead. You can let people know who you are.
That's fine. I got it. Good afternoon, everybody. This is me, Lady Infamous 415. You guys already know. We played some Sea of Stars. I played that on my cloud on my way to Seattle, which was great, by the way, because it gave me something to do, and it was really a test of what I want, what cloud can do. If the internet is on point, it's seamless play. If the internet's choppy, it's gonna have a certain kind of lag to it. But I thoroughly enjoy the game. It's giving me so much Chrono Trigger, Golden Suns vibe, and I couldn't. That held me over till Starfield. Actually, as soon as I got back from PAX, I dropped my bags, loaded up the game, and I've been playing Starfield all week, and I'm loving it. I've been 12 hours in, level 14. And it's just so much to do. It's definitely worth the $100.
How are you level 14 already? It's like it's not even one level an hour.
Right. It is what it is.
If it's 12 hours, if you really just have 12 hours, which I feel like you should have more, but
I would say more too, but dang.
Right. Quick question. So are you focused on the main quests, or are you just
I'm doing everything.
Right.
In the beginning I was doing main quests. And then I decided to dip off and do some side quests. And I did more side quests than main quests at this point. But I'm leveling up my character. Her name is Calamara Cunningham. So she's a gangster. She's wanted, hero worshipped, and neon street rat. So I'm just basically like thoroughly enjoying the game. I'm loving it. I can't wait to get off after the show. I'm about to eat something. I'm about to get back on it. I'm trying to get this free house, man, because I'm not a builder. Outposts look tempting, but it takes resources, and you really got to know what you're doing, because if you play Fallout 4, it's very similar to that. You can be able to build an outpost. You can put people there, put them to work. But I am not a builder, so my focus now is to establish a home. Now you can if you got money, you can get you a home wherever, but I ain't got no money. So we joined the Vanguard so we can hit these missions up real quick so I can get this free penthouse. So the penthouse is like completely free, like as long as you're just with the faction and you rank up enough?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah, that might be worth it. That might be worth joining
the
Vanguard too.
A free crib, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they give you like free uniform and everything.
Nice. I haven't joined Vanguard yet. I was toying around with it, but
yeah, I haven't seen. I probably, because of how I am, need to look at the benefits, right, of each one before I choose. But the house sounds nice. I mean, a free house.
Free house, right?
I mean, what I wanted, the house that I wanted was 235,000 credits, right? And that was Neon's penthouse too.
Yeah.
But there's other locations you can get as well. I think I saw one for 400,000 credits. They can have that. So,
Man, so wait, lady, are you using a guide or something? Like how you know all of this already?
what you mean? How I know all of it? I look it up.
That's what I said. Okay, so you do look it up. So you do use
Yeah, I'm like, okay, how much are these houses? And I'm looking up the houses. Some have certain perks. Some have a perk that you can get a house, and some has factions that you can join and keep a house, and some just cost credits.
I guess for me, I'm playing the game blind. Like I'm not really looking at guides. I mean, I pulled up a map of New Atlantis, and that's about it. But I haven't really looked up anything.
I'm not looking up like story mode, guides. I'm looking up just property. That was the only thing I looked up was the property.
Yeah.
I wanted a home base. But other than that, I've been playing blind, and I think the only gripe I have is I got to get better on my space fights because my ship is.
I got good with that. I got good with the flight combat.
Nah,
I'm building my ship. Like I done built a custom ship and everything. Y'all listen.
I'm still a little squishy.
I had to stop and just learn how to build a ship because I was like, I'm tired of, having the attributes I had on my default ship. So I stole a ship and then I reworked it basically and renamed it. Did all the things I wanted.
Well, y'all know we're gonna talk about Starfield.
Oh yeah, it's true. I'm so sorry. Oh man.
That's all I'm playing. That's all I'm
talking down to CHAREECE. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Unlike them, I did play other games besides Starfield. Because I knew I wanted to play Starfield, so I had to get the other games out the way first. So of course I did my gotcha games. I jumped back into Disney Dreamlight, and why is that game still so adorable to me?
Yeah. And now I told you about the card game they just came out with.
Yes, I gotta find that. Like, where's this card game? Why was it not at PAX?
No, they were like doing some weird staggered launch, and then I guess they weren't ready for the amount of what do I want to say, demand. So they're actually reprinting it because they, I guess, somebody wasn't right. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see, what else did I play? Other than that, that's about it because again, I had to get back into real life, and real life is a drag. So that's all I played. I mostly played Starfield, but yeah. All
right. Well, Miss Delilah, I think you're the last person.
Yeah, so sorry, everybody. A lot of people mentioned that the gameplay has been choppy, so I went ahead and cut it for a little while, and we'll get back to that. But for me, I mean, obviously, I guess I can omit Starfield since that is one of the topics. But I also been playing Sea of Stars. Great game. Like Lady said, it definitely gives you the Golden Sun, Secret of Mana vibes from back in the day. Great game. Very good game so far. And also the gameplay, which I was trying to show that's choppy for you all, has been Gumrush Cyberpunk, which recently it launched on PC and PlayStation on September 1st, but it has since released on Xbox this past Tuesday. So yeah, definitely, that Jet Set Radio, Jet Grind Radio, Set Radio Future vibe. So check that game out. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as like I've been playing. Feels good to be back, and I'm pretty sure we'll dive into the rest. So
yeah, and for me, I feel like I did play something else, but now I can't think of it at all. I mean, we played a ton of games at PAX. We'll get into that topic too, but just Starfield mainly. Hopping into it. I mean, it's like I didn't go back to work until Friday, but it was still all I want to do was play this game.
Yeah,
because if y'all follow me, you know the issue I had. My CE edition came late, so then I'm like waiting. So I didn't even play until the first. And then until after the first, I think. No, I didn't play until the first. After the first.
After the first, because the first was Saturday. No, the first was Friday.
Yeah, so I didn't play until the day the game came out, until the 5th. So I was behind everybody.
And then I basically was just like, fuck it, I'm keeping this broken container.
You can get one of those little rivets.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find a rivet and stick it in there.
Yeah, you could probably Home Depot or something.
Because
fine.
Yeah, then I found out that the game wasn't launching on Game Pass till 8 p.m. And I'm like, I can't wait until 8 p.m. It was like 4 too, but I was like, I can't wait until 8 p.m. I'm gonna go ahead and put in this code so I can play this game right now.
Right.
So that's what I did, and it's been like, I gotta play this game, and it's just like, that's it. So, okay, let's get into our topics. Everybody here, you guys know the drill. Make sure you keep any questions you guys have until the end of the show, because we're like not gonna go back an hour to look for questions. But welcome. Let's see. So, one of the first topics I had was, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was an interview with Mr. Sean Layden. Did you see that? Yeah.
No, you can go ahead and elaborate though.
All right. So basically, during a summit in Seattle, the PlayStation former boss, Sean Layden, cited the entry of non-endemics as one of the 3 biggest concerns about the future of video games industry, jokingly referring to them as barbarians at the gate. And who he's talking about, there are people like Google, Amazon, Apple, and Netflix. And just to give you his direct quote, he says, right now, we see all the big players going, oh, gaming, it's bringing in billions of dollars a year. I want a piece of that. And so we have Google, Netflix, Apple, and Amazon wanting to get a piece, trying to disrupt out industry. So I don't know, because, you can talk to some economists and they say disruption can be good for an industry, right? So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think about the newcomers? What do you think about his comment?
First of all, on his comment, I think it's the way it's supposed to be took. How about that? How I should say it. Is that because they're outside the gaming infrastructure? Like they're not.
They see the dollar signs.
That's all, and that's all. And so that's what's bringing them in the money. It's a different story if they started to open up their own development and wanted to build something. But like, look at Stadia. Google has already tried this, and they wanted to go that route and see how that turned out for them.
Right.
Now, I don't know if like some of this could be good, like you're saying, because competition is always good. There's other places that you could do stuff, other places that you go. But again, these companies are so not used to the gaming atmosphere that we somewhat forget that they have gaming size. Like, nobody who's using Luna. Does anybody still remember Luna?
Yes, but I don't know who's using Luna like at all.
But I think I still have it.
Are you gonna go check your subscriptions?
You still paying?
I think I might be.
Oh my god!
Wait, do you pay annually or do you pay it monthly? You pay it monthly?
Paid monthly, so it's like easy to not notice. Like $5, right?
Yeah,
this is true. This is true.
I want to check.
But yeah, Amazon themselves don't even advertise it well because again, Amazon knows everything about me.
I have seen
you would think nothing. Like we should be your main cut. As soon as I pull up Amazon, it should be an ad for Luna.
It should be up there, because you notice that you see that with like Disney and stuff, right? Like, as soon as you see it, it's like, remember, we do this too. Like Luna should be the first thing I see when I pull up Amazon. But that's the first thing I see? My Kindle. I see Kindles and stuff like that and purchase stuff for my child.
And it's not like they don't know your purchase history either, right? They know you got game related.
They should. Thank you.
So like they know you're buying games.
Seriously, you would think, because I'm finna buy another controller. They would think that they would know this. Like, hey, let me go ahead and push this out to her. But no. Especially on Twitch, like integrate that stuff. I don't know. I can understand his comment because it's kind of fear. He's afraid that these people are going to come in and change the industry and not for the good. But I don't know. Change can be good, I guess, if done correctly.
It can be. I think really the quality and what content is released, regardless of who's in the industry, it depends on the developers themselves. I feel like all these other industries, like all these other companies, rather like the Amazons, the Netflix, and stuff like that, they're basically the money hats, right? They don't really, they can have some say so in regards to like what type of games we have as far as microtransactions, multiplayer, stuff like that, of course. But I feel like at the end of the day, gamers are gonna, decide with their wallets. Like, for instance, I mean, nobody thought that Baldur's Gate 3 would be with the type of RPG it is. Nobody thought it would be kind of basically doing the way it did, right? Doing the way it's going the way it's going as far as people, word of mouth interest, things like that. And so with these companies, wanting to invest in just like see dollar signs, I'm cool with them. Long as this industry is healthy and new games are coming out and they're hitting every genre as opposed to just trying to be like those Chivo games and microtransaction filled games, and I'm good. Because at the end of the day, I want developers to be able to have sustained life and be able to create games that they want to create. So that's my take.
What about you, lady? Did you?
I honestly think it's a bunch of BS of what he's trying to say, because he is the last person to be in the loop, the last person to adapt of the landscape of gaming. I know that Sony has before in the past has been, the quintessential console, and they had the exclusives, they had the cutting edge technology, and now they're late in the game as far as adapting. And yeah, if I'm a Netflix, if I'm an Amazon, if I'm a Google, I'm gonna try my hand out on gaming as well, even if they succeed or not. I'm gonna try, because everybody knows that the video game industry makes more money than the actual movie industry. Yeah. The biggest outlet is really gaming, and it stems not just the actual game. You got voice actors, you got directors, you got producers, you got story writers, all that lumped together. And he's threatened, I would say.
You think he's far removed now because he hasn't been with PlayStation
for a long time? You do notice that though, more with like the PlayStation people. They're like, even after they leave, you know what I mean?
They're really like quiet. They're really quiet,
right. Yeah,
really quiet, really on the back burner, really not engaging with their customers.
He probably has stock, right? Ton of stock. He probably does a ton of investments in Sony, so he's probably like, I gotta keep that gravy train,
Yeah. So I'm not really too worried about him on what he has to say, because honestly, he doesn't really. I really don't see him as somebody important to me in Sony. I when it comes to Sony, I need games. I need if you bring some personalities to let people welcome new folks and engage with the older OG Sony consumers, just like Microsoft does. And he can say what he want to say. It ain't gonna make me spend my money faster on a PS5 no time soon. So, especially with that price hike with the services. Oh no!
Right?
You even talk about that. I think we talked about that last week, right? Or week before.
I don't think we I don't think we really talked about it, because I think it happened like right before we went to PAX.
Right before,
yeah. But do you want to speak on it?
No. I mean, personally, I don't.
Delilah, did you at least come home and knock the dust off of it?
I did. I just said, and that was it.
Right. Oh wow!
My kid took mine into the living room, but even hers,
I'm not. You know what? And that's the interesting thing. Like, everyone's like, okay, but Spider-Man, but I'm not. Y'all know me. Like, I'm not.
I don't give two fucks about no Spider-Man. I don't give two fucks.
I've never been like a huge Spider person.
And that's the thing. No hate to the Spider-Man fans. If you want to go, if you want to play that shit, you go ahead and play that shit. But I'm gonna let you know right now. Don't be capping. Don't be padding. Don't be over exaggerating your words of how fire this shit is. Because if it ain't fire, I need y'all to be like just as vocal as y'all are to us when it comes to these Microsoft games like Redfall. I need the same energy.
Us mean translation Xbox people, right?
Xbox people.
Us, like, come on, we play everything. But yeah, I get
Oh
what
my
you-
god! I'm about to buy this game just so I can. You can get
Girl,
an
no,
honest
girl, no,
Oh,
no,
no.
Because I'm
no.
gonna buy. I just didn't want to pay $70 for it,
Ma'am, ma'am, I will get it for you for your birthday if you really wanted it, but I'm not. I'm
No,
Right.
don't do that. Don't do that because
Don't do that.
And, you know, we got stuff coming too because we have
We got
Mortal
Forza, still
Kombat
got
coming.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat.
it's the list is
Lady
still
got
crazy.
we got Call of Duty coming November 10th.
we got
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 1 coming out later on this month. We got
There's so
Alan Wake
much.
2.
Yep.
We got Lords of the Fallen. Lords of
Oh my god! Which I heard like such good stuff about that.
Me too. I heard that a lot at PAX. Like,
Yeah.
Lords of the Fallen. Yeah.
But let's keep going.
Yeah.
I know we can. We're so much like you guys. Like we did so much in one weekend. It's wild.
I'm still tired.
I know, right? Yeah,
Can't believe it's already Saturday. Oh my god.
I know. Back to a regular week next week. It's like real reality.
Like no.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so we saw we went to PAX, and the people who put on PAX Repop, they announced that they are officially splitting from E3. They will not be working on the next show. The ESA has not canceled plans for a 2024 event, but if it was to go ahead, it won't take place at that venue. So
It needs to be in Las Vegas. Oop.
Las Vegas would be fire because it's affordable.
Yeah.
Very affordable.
it'd be a nice trip to go to Vegas.
Yeah. This one's hurt a little bit because y'all was able to witness. Now that y'all have been to PAX, it runs like a well-oiled machine. Well-oiled machine over there.
E3 was the ghetto. The ghetto. I didn't realize it.
For real, right?
The ghetto.
They got a nice little app. The app is giving you alerts. It's like right.
That was nice.
We did the E3 app was ghetto.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Yo, I deleted that app so quick, but I still got the PAX on my phone though. Like
the PAX app is fire. You can go and look at like who's at the panels and like it's everything is in that app. They did such a great job. And then the way they like mail you your tickets and stuff like that, everything is like care was taken. Yes. You go there and pick up your lanyard, and it's like everything's so organized, and the security's up to snuff. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Blaine.
No. It was like, ooh, when I first came to the Summit building, I was like, ooh, this is nice. Ain't got no roaches or nothing.
Yeah, because like, I mean, it's sad because, LA is like my home and everything, but like, it's getting so bad around the convention center. I mean, like, it's literally like homeless villas like everywhere. So it's
that's everywhere. I mean, it's obviously like that's everywhere.
Did you see that in Seattle?
Not there, but I know where they congregated at.
Right. They just ain't at the convention center.
Right.
Exactly. You gonna be inviting people over the house. You don't have the house dirty.
Mm-hmm. That's true. But what I was more so getting at was that not only is that the Seattle Convention Center is a prime location, you all saw all the shops around there. Everything's within like 2 to 3 miles close to the convention center.
Oh my God, we were hours away. Yes.
Right, and just the way they have things spread out, like across 2 to 3 buildings. I didn't even know they were all connected. Like I found out the last day. I'm like, we could have avoided the sun. We could have avoided going outside with this. Anyway, it was like that when I went back in the day. It was like that when I went back in 2019. Everything well organized and great security and everything's well planned. So that's why I was excited when Repop, had announced that we're going to be working with ESA to redo E3 or to refocus E3, and so this is bad news to me because we already know Repop can put together a conference, with the example being PAX East, PAX West. So I don't know what E3 is going to look like going forward. I don't know, they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to, if they're planning on changing locations, my vote, of course, obviously being from the South, being where I'm located, I want them here in Atlanta, or I want them in Vegas. I think Vegas is another prime place. I think that's where the Consumer Electronics Show is also there in January. And so they have a pretty big convention center that people can go to and spread out and stuff like that. So I think that'll be a great location too. So this one hurts. I was hoping that ReedPop could. I feel like ReedPop probably looked at the books and looked at everything. It was like, nah, y'all got it. It's like
that's exactly what it did.
Right.
That's exactly what it was.
It's like it took what, a year and a half for this to kind of transform, because a year and a half ago they announced, oh yeah, we're working with ESA, E3 got canceled, and then now with them trying to plan, I'm guessing, for the next E3, then they're like, yeah, no, we're not doing it. Like it's just we never got a chance to see how ReedPop would host or manage E3, which is unfortunate. So
yeah,
what I do appreciate was I appreciate E3 for what it was for my first convention.
Oh, E3 was fire, man. Y'all I don't know what happened in management or what happened as for E3 circa like up until 2011,
2018.
No, I mean I'm talking about like old E3, like 20.
Yeah. Right.
Like
that's what I still hear. I still hear a lot of people that say that, like even past like 2015,
it just kind of got like,
it was very industry, right? Like there wasn't a ton of people.
That's
like,
right.
I was
it was very
people
focused.
They said that
you asked me about PAX, and I was just like the first year that we struggled letting in, the people with tickets, right?
Right.
And then it was like they added way more people that they let in, and
it was just all about the money at that point. And like let the floodgates open and charge people. I forgot what they were charging for the tickets, but it was like,
yeah, I was gonna say it's supposed to be
whoa! I forgot about that. Wow.
Yeah. Right. And it was just like so unorganized. You remember Xbox Addict? When he was there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He had
the wheelchair. Yeah.
He was like, there's no wheelchair access. There's no like accessibility or anything like that. So, those are things you gotta have at conventions. And I say I was like really impressed with PAX, like as far as like, all their accessibility options. People seem to always be around for you to ask questions and get guidance and stuff. So I don't know. I enjoyed it. I was like hooked. I'm like, I love PAX now.
Man, because you notice how even when you're in PAX, like it's like you look down the hall, you could see somebody who worked there. It was just like they had staff all around,
everywhere. Right.
Yeah.
Like how we wish it was when you went to a retail store.
Right. Right.
You go to a retail store now, you be like, hello.
Yeah. Home Depot. Oh my God.
Right.
Terrible.
But yeah. So we're kind of segueing, you're right. We talked about E3. So let's talk about our PAX week recap. What I put in the notes was kind of, to hit the points for you guys. Is talk about some of your favorite moments, or your best experience while you were there, and of course we got to talk about our best plates, so best food you had while you were there.
Okay.
So.
Oh my God! So I'm going to start. First of all, karaoke was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
A shout out to Baron who first showed up for karaoke.
Yeah,
but
shout
then
out to Baron for the whole trip.
Oh yeah, yes, for real. Level 1 Gaming, we kind of stole him for a little bit. But then after karaoke, while we're just standing outside chilling, I can't say it because we're on live right now, but like that whole little bicycle trek thing,
that was hilarious.
That was
hilarious.
Like,
okay, well, go ahead. So we're
outside.
We're standing outside karaoke, laughing, joking, just having
it was the end of the night, right?
Yeah. We're trying to y'all want to get food, we want to go back to the hotel, and all of a sudden this group of bicyclers come by. Like no problem. They had little lights on their little wheels, whatever. Safety is important, but they were
helmets.
Naked.
They were nude riders, y'all.
Yes.
Nude riders.
They had on socks and shoes and helmets. That was literally it.
Probably saw like 20 new P9.
There was 2 women. But like apparently it was cold too. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I couldn't believe like the amount of dudes. I was like, yo, this is like almost all dudes. It was women, but it was like.
And like to everybody else, it was a comment. Nobody was saying anything, but we're just standing there like.
No, I was cheering.
I was like that. I was like that because I'm like,
Barry was tripping. He's like, "Don't forget to wash your seat." The world. That was hilarious.
So karaoke was nice. Karaoke was nice. I enjoyed that. Let me see. I don't know. It was, the whole weekend was a blast. Oh, our brunch was nice.
Brunch was dope.
That was dope. The entertainment better than the food.
Yeah.
My food was good. I enjoyed my food.
Oh, yeah.
The French toast. The French toast
was fire. Those little
I fucked up.
Yeah,
they were good. They were good.
The chilaquiles were horrible. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah,
with them chilaquiles.
I know.
Yeah,
so that's
why
the
guac and the chips, but the guac was better than the other place.
Better than the karaoke place.
Way better than the karaoke place.
Karaoke place had bad drinks and bad food, but we were just saying, and we were already a little lit.
Because we were there with our friends. The karaoke is why it was a good place, because we were there with our girls and we were singing and acting hilarious.
Ad-libs were snacks were trash, drinks were trash.
Everything was just not like, I was so disappointed in the food.
I was so disappointed in the food.
Because we think about it, when we left there, we were kind of like ready to eat, right? Yeah, we was at the mix event before then, which was great. That was definitely
right.
Mix. Right.
Oh my God, I completely forgot a mix of. We did so much, and I'm forgetting stuff.
I know. So that one was up there on my list.
And the taco truck that they had there with the buddy.
Yes. That was nice.
Those were good.
Oh man, that was amazing.
Right? Yeah,
the food was
shout out. Yeah, the food was the industry hour before, because we had to talk to people. We got some tacos. I mean, that was like the coolest little event, because you had like more intimate time.
That event was way more than I thought it was gonna be. Because I thought it was supposed to be like a powwow, but man, they had and there was so many cool people there too. Like as far as industry people,
right.
I got to kind of like share some info, as y'all have too. So it was kind of dope.
So do you guys have like a game that you remember from either PAX or Mix, something that you played that you felt like, man, this is cool? Because we got to play like way more indies, which, I feel like I don't play as many indies, but like I really found some cool ones.
For me, I got a few, I'm sure, and some of the names I'm kind of blanking on. There was so many, and I have to probably pull up a list later. But one that stood out to me was this game called Project Tower.
Oh yes, that was the one where that one guy was like just chilling there the first day, and we were like, "Are you gonna get up, sir?"
Yeah, so like, very interesting game. You're playing these humans that were abducted by aliens, and through some experimenting, they gave you some powers, and now you're able to kind of morph into your enemies. It's interesting. The gunplay and the movement was very fluid, very nice. You could tell that it still has a long way to go, but and I'm thinking that that name might change in the future, and that's probably why they called it Project Tower. I think they're going to change the name of that game eventually. They probably just haven't decided on it yet, but that one stood out to me. The game, it's built in Unreal Engine. Graphically, it looks great. Some of the landscape is kind of barren, but like I said, it's still pretty early. But what I liked about it the most was the actual controls. I thought they did a good job with, they were really tight. Like, you have to do a lot of melee combat and also gunplay. And so just being able to switch seamlessly between those felt really good. And so that stood out to me. So do you want us to go through because you said our favorite moment, best played?
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite moment really just chilling with y'all. Like if I had to kind of put it all in one, because it's hard to pick one thing. It was so much happening while we were there. It was just chilling with y'all, and that to me was just great, right? And then just the back and forth, a lot of the banter, y'all picking on me about trying to get home to play Starfield, and like every 5 minutes I'm like, I want to play Starfield.
So we went to bed, and like I woke up in the middle of the night, and DELILAH got back up and is playing Starfield.
Listen,
I
swear to y'all, this whole trip I seen CHAREECE sleep once. Okay, I did not see her sleep. It was the most, because like I look up, she on the tablet, or then like just it was wild. I never seen you sleep. The whole trip, maybe one time I'm like, okay, she's asleep. Girl, I'm glad you still breathing. I'm glad you're okay. I'm just telling you that now.
Yo, taking back them college days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of fire though. It was definitely throwback for us. Let's see. My best plate would be the communion.
Yes.
I got the gumbo at the communion. It was a seafood gumbo, and I did not expect them to put a whole set of crab legs in my gumbo, but it was bomb, y'all. It was so good to the point where I'm like, I don't even want to share this. Like,
I know you didn't get any.
Right. Yeah, she showed me, and I was sitting next to her.
Everybody else was like sharing their food. Like, oh, you want to spend this? You want to try some of this?
No,
I was there like she was in jail.
She was in there. She had little crackers going there.
Like literally.
It was messy, but it was so good. It was seasoned so well. So delicious. The drinks was good too. That whole meal was bomb. That was definitely as far as like food was definitely pretty up there.
And for those of you who don't know, we found the communion. It's in Seattle. It's a Black-owned restaurant. The head chef is a Black woman, and like the whole vibe in there is exactly the name. It's a communion. It's like us just coming together over the celebration of food, soul food, and yeah, the drinks were amazing. Our bartender was amazing. You see how cute she was
with the little
I took a picture of her and everything. Like
I was like, why she upload this picture?
I did the whole thing.
Yeah. Even though, man, I had got ordered the cobbler and ice cream, and the ice cream, everything's homemade.
It was so
everything
good.
was homemade, and so the ice cream was even, homemade caramel ice cream, and the cobbler was just, y'all, that thing was here. It was so good. Great food. If you're in Seattle, it is hard to get a seat there. It books up so quickly. So check it out when you get a chance. Probably on an off day, like on a Tuesday or something, because it was hard. It was hard to get on a Saturday. But
all right. So
I got anything else? Best experience while there's the last thing you put. Oh man, it's like I said, so it's everything to me collectively was great. Of course I had like personal issues as far as like walking around, because like I have issues with my hip and my foot. So the little things like that, would be the downside to all of it. But just when I think about the experience, I had a great time and it was good catching up with y'all. So I can't pick one thing. Sorry.
All right, and then what about you, lady? Mom, you said.
Oh, okay. My PAX experience, this is my first PAX, so I was in awe of how organized, how clean the actual event was. It was, the lines there wasn't like a long ass line to get in. It was, I mean, security was on point. Just so
dogs and everything.
Yeah.
Right?
I was not. I was shocked about that part.
Like airport security every time we went in and out.
Hell yeah.
Wait, lady, before you go deep, one thing I do want to mention, because I feel terrible if I don't, was our community event. I can't stress this enough, but it was so cool to see people like show up to our event and like we give them swag and we talk about our show, and then see them wearing our swag the next day was just like the most coolest thing.
Yeah, and like for people to be like, I didn't know who you were, but I saw it on the schedule and I looked it up and I wanted to come, so that was pretty cool.
Yes, they were like, I'm a woman and I'm grown and I like.
That's right, and I have this family and I'm doing this, and they're telling you their life situation and like how they fit gaming into their life, and it's so cool. And I'll just leave it at that. Go ahead. I'm sorry, lady. Go ahead and finish.
It was spacious. It was open. It was elevators. There was a streetcar across the street from the summit.
They had food trucks.
Food trucks.
And what was that place we ate at? I'm
blanking on it.
Oh my God! It had like little pro what now?
Broski.
Yes, that was so good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I'm about to order a pack of that and get it sent here. That's how good it was.
Yeah, I think you guys was better than mine, but it was still like a little bite, right? Because I felt like we paid like $20 for it. Like it was still like a bite of food. Well, y'all paid less. I think y'all paid like $8 for yours. Mm-hmm. But
who had the best drinks, y'all? Who y'all think had the best drinks?
Communion had the best drinks and best food.
Yeah.
No, the drink, believe it or not, the drink at the hotel was good too. If
it was. Oh well.
That first drink, not the second one, but the first drink.
Okay.
I don't know. My salad I had at the hotel was good too.
When you were there, you were like, it's all right. So you have fonder memories.
So my favorite moment was just to feel the energy of gaming being back, and the purpose of why we do what we do is to see everybody in one space with the common denomination of just fans of gaming and cosplay.
Oh man, cosplay was on point.
The cosplay was on point. Dr. Death was on point. So best plate. I ain't gonna hold you. The best plate I had was the Cuban sandwich at the hotel.
What?
The Cuban sandwich at the hotel. It was so good that I ate half, wrapped the other half, and ate that on the plane on the way back to San Francisco. Best plate. I'm not saying that the communion wasn't good. It was good, but it was fried chicken. It was potato salad and baked beans. You know what I'm saying?
Dinner. Yeah.
It was dinner. And with the Cuban sandwich, it was like, I'm Cuban. I'm Afro-Latina. So I was like, they better make sure they got this Cuban on point. Other than the jalapenos, they had everything else on point. So I just, I was fucking it.
Yeah, because usually that sandwich doesn't have jalapenos on it, right?
No, it doesn't have jalapenos on it. It does not. But I said, okay, I'll take that. Flung them jalapenos out, but it was very, very good. My favorite moment was Friday. We went to check out the space to see what we had to work with, right?
Oh my god! Yeah.
As far as chairs and tables and stuff, and then and then I looked at the schedule and I see our name not written, not added on, not taped, but with everybody else, and I was really emotional that day.
Yeah, we couldn't make up the mess up though on the makeup, so we had
the makeup was gone. Makeup was gone. The makeup was gone because it was just a milestone for us, and for
very wholesome moment.
Yeah, for my personal, my personal dream, for that to happen for us, I was like bawling, and it was to the point that people around it was like, "Why is she crying?" And then. And they're like, like the girls were like, it's not that serious, but to me it was. And
understandable.
It wasn't like I don't even want to. I had a great time with my girls. It was a learning experience. It was for Seattle was a really great host. The best, I think the game that I enjoyed the most, even though I didn't jump, my jumping skills was ass. Was Prince of Persia.
Lady, no.
That video is coming, y'all.
Back up. Why can you not jump in video games?
I told y'all. Y'all making it act. Y'all act like this some new shit. It is not new shit.
Look, I didn't know how bad it was until I saw that Prince of Persia clip.
I told you, but I was like,
and when I do the video, I'm definitely gonna point. This is when Delilah stepped in.
That's fine. I would rather have you have that video out there than the other video. I would rather have you.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the other video.
We're not gonna talk about the other video.
Well, see, what I don't understand is like you play Call of Duty. It's very twitchy. Like I don't understand how you can't get a combo, and you play fighting games with the combos. Like it's not that hard.
Well, I'm not a big platformer. There's plenty of games that I have tried and have not finished because of the jumping issue. So yes, y'all in the Patreon.
That used to be a struggle with her in Destiny.
It used to be. Like I'm bad at it too. Destiny has bad jumping mechanics for Warlock.
Yeah, that's true. But
like,
y'all too floaty.
When the both of us are there, it's like, hey, y'all gonna have to stop, twiddle your thumbs, go to Twitter because we're gonna be here in a minute.
You gotta change your class.
Just leave me. Wow. Just leave me.
I'll be there. Just give me a minute. Give me some time. It was very good. Prince of Persia. Shout out to Ubisoft.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it looks
'Cause
good.
It seemed like every time I go to convention and every time I see Ubisoft, they always show us/me love. So I love how it looked. I love that they kept it real. It's like a refreshed version of the original game.
OG, yeah.
And I love it looked good to me. I don't know what was the issue.
Yeah, graphically it looked great. Like I thought
it looked great.
Good. Yeah.
So, other than the jumping issue, I enjoyed the game. That was, and what else? Best play. I mean, the best experience really is. I'm gonna go with Delilah here. Was people showing up, genuinely wanting to know what Grown Women Gaming was, even if we didn't play the same type of games, even if we didn't look like everybody else. It was all different type of people wanting to see who we were.
Yeah,
and I think that was
even
great.
like just a bunch of Black females there. I mean, we had like everybody there. I think there was one girl from like Lebanon. There was a girl from India. I mean, there's people from everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Diamond and Crystal. What's the name?
Oh yes, Diamond and Crystal. Yeah, our event was like, I don't know, top tier. We just sat there, like I said, talking to different people, interested, and it's not like we all play the same type of games. Some people are like strictly into RPGs. Some people were like actions, but like because we play different types of games, there was somebody for everybody to talk to. Like Diamond and Crystal, like one of them was like into, like she wanted to get into streaming. Crystal did. Another girl who was there, I can't remember her name to save my life. We was talking about the customizations in different games and how she was making her character look just like her, and she showed me a picture and it looked like, and she was so happy that she got her character to look like her. And it was just, I don't know, for like an hour we just sat there and chilled and talked about video games with all these awesome women. And I loved it. That shit made my heart sing. Like,
it was great.
Kind of bogarted the space a little bit because we got there early and we left late, and it was
I'm like, y'all remember when Baron and Dez was waiting on us to get there? That was the most hilarious thing. I'm like, how did you get
because we ain't late,
right?
But I appreciate that. I really, when we walked in and saw those two sitting on the table, we were like, oh,
yeah, it felt real at that point. It's like, oh man, look, we gotta get it. And then it's even the pre-planning, just working with that's what they call you by your government, working with LBOOGIE on getting the
well, technically her government, all y'all governments is on the flyer.
Put out.
True. But just getting the printouts ready, help them roll up the shirts, like the pre-planning to all the bags, and just the whole thing came together. Because we was worried that the shirts weren't gonna come in. It was like a lot of things that was kind of, leading up to the moment, and it's just the way for it to all kind of just happen the way it did. It just felt great, and I'm gonna have to do something nice for CHAREECE and Lady for handing out the shirts and stuff after the surplus. You know what I mean? Because y'all put some work in on that. I'm gonna hook y'all up.
I was like, don't worry, I got you. Let me just.
We got this. We got this.
And they were slinging the shirts.
And we got like our natural PR woman.
Yes, man.
Is like gonna be the one.
MVP.
We gotta figure out how to get you to PAX East because we need somebody to do that.
Yo, so we in the room before we get. We got a game plan. We got the camera. We got all this stuff. Okay, who's gonna talk to these people? And these heifers.
I'm like, I'm not in it. I'm not in it. Like,
that's Delilah. Straight out for real. Delilah's really like, I'm just here to look cute.
I'm like, fly on the wall. I'm here. I'm just here. That's it.
Let me be a camera lady.
I was trying so hard because I'm not. I can't be pressed, right? So I'm trying so hard to hi. I'm just a fan today.
Right. And so Boogie's working the camera. So, which is excellent. Our video quality is crisp.
Yes.
Yeah. The one video that's already out, that's Lady holding the camera, and then I believe the next video that we'll have out will be me holding the camera.
And so, I guess that just left me.
Yeah.
In some kind of way,
I just killed it though. She killed it though. Come on.
Yeah, that interview will be out on YouTube on Monday too. By the way, for y'all that are wondering right now, it's on Patreon. So if you're a Patreon Gold member, which gives you, you know, the access to the early content. You'll be able to watch the video now.
I just cut off a little bit of the jump in, and I'm cool, man. I want them to get me. I don't want them ragging me too much.
Yeah.
So
remember how they did the GameStop when they was playing Cuphead? Like, remember that? You know, like,
oh man, that's why I don't even play Cuphead.
Right, IGN was one of them for playing.
Yeah, but that was the beginning though. But I'm telling you, that's why I don't play Cuphead, because of the jumping, man.
Yeah, you gotta be on point too, like timing that shit. Like, yeah. But for me, I'm gonna try to run through real quick because we do have a couple other, you know, we got to talk about Starfield a little bit too. But for me, the game I say was my favorite game because it took me by surprise. Like, even though it was the game that I wanted to see, it still was like ultra cool and cute, which was Spirit Swap, which is the video that we have out right now. And I wasn't I was intrigued. Yeah, I was intrigued by it, but like then when they talk about, and this is what was great about PAX, right? And when we have to say that it's because of the interaction with you, CHAREECE, that I think that they opened up to us like more, because the head developer Alex, they actually showed us like content that hasn't been put out yet and everything, and to see that game was like built with their friends in mind, which I feel like is something that we would do, right? Like if we build a game, it's going to be, you know, we're going to have our DELILAH character, you know, CHAREECE character. So everybody that's in the game is like their friends and people that help work on the game. And kind of just the battle aspect of the
puzzle fighting.
Yeah, the puzzle fighting basically. Like, I don't know. Sometimes puzzles will be like what keeps me like entertained for like hours. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that game coming out. Y'all can wish list it on Steam and everything, but it's so cute.
There's a demo also, people, if you want.
Yeah, there's a demo on their site too, and the information should be on the video, and it'll be there on YouTube as well. But yeah, that game took me by surprise. My best meal was, and I know y'all gonna think this is funny, but the eggs Benedict that we had at the hotel before we went to meet CHAREECE, because CHAREECE had been taken hostage by Baron.
That's right. That's right. Breakfast.
Yeah,
that I didn't get. Yeah, CHAREECE didn't get it, but she was working. She was working.
Yeah, she was working.
With Baron in level 1.
But that was bomb.
That was good. Like it hit me by surprise, right? Like I was not ready for this. I feel like y'all food was better at the communion, but it wasn't like my food was bad. I just felt like I could make better dirty rice.
What was your order at communion?
I had dirty rice
and catfish.
And catfish. And for whatever reason, it tastes like the catfish was like fried harder.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it was like the chicken was perfect, but the catfish seemed like it was like a little overdone or something.
I had excuse me, I had the hood sushi bowl at communion, and that was
fried
good.
Sushi.
Yes,
it was called hood sushi. Yeah,
it's called hood sushi.
Yeah.
And of course, if y'all have been followers for us along, I do not have access to the rich and different ingredients that the ladies have, because again, I live in the backwoods of Georgia.
Rich though.
So our main thing, so whenever we would go out somewhere to eat, I would like, hey lady, what is this? DELILAH, what is this? And like all the time, like literally all the time. And so with the communion, what I had ordered was it had like fish eggs and everything on it. And fish roll. I'm like, fish roll, yes. And then it had like a little cup of, I don't know what was in this, what it was. And then it had you could roll up your stuff in the little seaweed wraps.
She didn't even eat it like that. She just,
I sure did.
She was eating with a fork, just like.
Yeah.
Hey, but I ate it though. Like I would use it as a dip.
I'm not gonna stop her, and I was too busy focusing on my own plate.
Yeah. And it had some pickle. I didn't eat the jalapeno peppers because I just don't do jalapeno peppers like that. But it has like some pickle. I did, and again, it was still It was like I don't understand the hype for guacamole.
Man, you ain't been around guacamole. You ain't been around avocados too,
right? Because even the guacamole we had, it was like the one at the drag show was like decent, but it's still not like the best.
Right. Okay. It needed a little bit more lime, but it was so good. Yeah. It was so good though.
It was alright. It tasted like the other stuff that was in it tasted better. If that makes sense. Like you could taste like it was like an excuse to eat the peppers and stuff that was in it. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
At least you tried it though.
I know. I told you that. I said I would try it.
Yeah.
And I did.
And I think last for me would be like my best experience. And even though I loved our space and everything like that, my best experience will probably be that drag show.
Oh yeah, it was entertaining
because we were all so into it, I mean, we just had a blast, and
it was a good time.
Yeah, it didn't start like you said what?
The hunt for $1 bills.
Yeah. Like, we had $1 bills because we wasn't ready. We didn't realize. Ladies like, no, you gotta have dollar bills to hand out to the ladies.
Do we want to talk about what lady had to do to win? Like, you want to talk about?
Lady won a contest.
Lady won, yeah. She won a contest, y'all.
Yeah. Which I wish you could see her face right now because I bet you it is deep red right now.
It is red. It is red.
She did so well, y'all. Oh my god.
Listen, y'all.
Lady. It picked Lady. They picked Lady. One of the ladies walking around picked Lady, and she was entered, and they didn't know. They're like, we need you for something up here. And they got up there and they're like, it's a twerk contest. And Lady had to go through, I think, 3 or 4 rounds.
3 rounds. I think it was 3 rounds.
8, 4, and then so she was
second
place.
8, 4, then 2.
And then she still got second place. Yeah.
Sheree, give me the video so I can edit that shit right, and then I'll put it on the Patreon.
Okay.
As long as you keep the leg drop in there, we're good. Keep the leg. That is the funniest part.
Yeah,
y'all had pants. I had pants on, and I was like, oh man, fuck.
Yeah.
No, I tried my best. I am not the best twerker, but
you did so well.
You got second place though. You can't listen.
Second place at a drag show for twerking. I don't think you can say that.
Not me. Not me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Charisse, if you can send me the video so I can edit that.
It's something
it's already there. It's already in the drive.
That's funny.
I got the original.
What you trying to take out?
Right.
Me kicking my feet?
No.
That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part. That's literally my favorite part.
I was drunk off mimosas, and then
the
food was taking too long, so I was like, let me get another drink. And then
the bottomless mimosas.
We drink. That's what I'm saying. Like
tequila punch.
Like morning.
No,
this was like 12 o'clock. We're just like, yo.
We were lit. We were so lit. We were so lit.
And then because our food was late, they gave us that tequila shot.
Ooh.
Yep.
I'm like, this it for me. I'm like, look.
She's like, I'm so sorry. Your food was so late. Let me give you these shots. I'm like, for real? I'm like, who bought this? Nah.
I put ahead. I was like, damn, lady, you
trying to get us messed up around here. Like, who trying to get us?
Yeah. So I will try to edit that, and we'll have that on the Patreon soon, since we talking about it. I felt like I didn't do the best. I didn't even look at the video. I'm gonna be honest with you. All the videos that Charisse did, I didn't even look at it. I saw that part when I was kicking my feet, and I was like, man, I can't do this shit.
You were trying to reposition. It was perfect.
Yeah.
So, but I think also for me was a good highlight was seeing Charisse, because I haven't saw Charisse since before COVID.
Right.
So when I woke up Saturday, was it Friday? And I came in Delilah's room and I saw Charisse there. I just gave her a big old hug. Her hugs are like warm clouds, bro. It is
laid on her titties.
She said clouds.
Warm clouds, though. Like maybe because you came and laid right on her boobs.
I mean, they were there. What else I was going on? So it was good to see Charisse, because I haven't seen her for so long, and
I'm just glad she made it, y'all. Because that flight time. Listen, I'm like,
this girl basically lost the day. She didn't get in until 2:00 in the morning on Friday.
Right, it was wild. Yeah.
I was texting them along the way, and I'm like, "Oh, y'all, my flight delayed. Look, TSA is doing some extra checks. I get there when I get there."
Took her like 6.5 hours from Georgia.
She's no longer gets to book her flight.
Yes, that's it. It's a wrap for you. We got
to make sure everybody gets there around the same time. Yeah.
All you got to do is tell us how much it is, how much you gonna send us, because I feel like
I got there,
but not the time.
It should take you 6 to 8 hours to get from Georgia to 6 to 8 hours to get from Georgia.
Because I flew out of Florida, so blame Florida.
Yeah.
Delilah came an hour like an hour or two after we came. Me and
it still took me 2 hours to get to y'all though. Like from the time the flight. Well, yeah. By the time it's like an hour and a half or something like that.
From the landing to get to the hotel. Yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy.
But we had a wonderful time. Hopefully the ladies can get to PAX East in March. And I guess
I low-key want to go. I
hope so. I think I'm gonna bring the kid though.
Yeah, it's 13 and up, right? So
13 and up. So maybe CHAREECE will bring her kid, and that'll be a reason for everybody to come.
My daughter would absolutely love that.
Yeah.
And
we can put them to work. Give them a job.
Oh, she would. If she would do all that running around, and we could just sit back and have us a drink and go do you. Go do you. She would love that. I don't know.
But yeah, so stay tuned, y'all. We got videos coming. Obviously, we have life. We always talk about that. So we're getting them out as quick as we can. But that's it for PAX. Next convention, maybe PAX East. So yeah.
Show
next.
free.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like it. Don't sound like it. I wouldn't even mind if it was
about that though, y'all.
Like,
I'm about that.
I just need it to happen.
I needed to be on the East Coast just for once. Like I need for it to be on the East Coast.
Even if it's like midway, like I'm all right.
Right. Even if it's in Texas, I can get with. Yeah.
I want to.
Even PAX stopped having theirs in Texas, so I don't know. But
it used to be in Austin, right? They had the PAX South was in Austin.
Yeah, that's where like all the stuff is, because that's where like all the liberals are. But
Boston is the other one that's not that liberal. Boston.
No.
Right. Hell no.
No. I was just saying, like, because there's like another South by Southwest that happens in Austin.
Yes.
Texas.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. That's why it was Austin, because there's like, a
whole lot of stuff. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about Starfield for a little bit, and feel free to ask some questions in the chat about Starfield, things we've been playing and stuff like that. But
no spoiler edition. Right? It's hard to spoil it. I think.
I don't know if you can spoil it.
Don't talk about the main quest, basically.
Yeah, just don't talk about the main quest. But other than that, I think people pretty much have different encounters and stuff.
Question.
Yes.
At this point, I don't even know which part is the main quest.
Well, it's usually the one with the Starfield symbol.
Yeah, and it says main.
So. No, I'm talking about because I haven't even done that much stuff, but some of the side missions are so in depth that they could be considered a main quest. So I'm just following whatever it's telling me to go, and then I pick up some other stuff, and then I go there.
So I know we're just like jumping into it, but I gotta ask too, like, is anybody like afraid to fucking go outside the border of the path? Because me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Ever since I encountered those,
I had to go like mine some stuff like outside of like the perimeter of like the little base that I was at, and I'm just like
who else out here? Sometimes you'll get across the planet that got like wildlife on it, and it's scary, dude. Like you found a predator, and it's like, oh my god, like he's trying to kill you.
I welcome that shit. I get off the planet. I get off the planet.
Scary.
I stand. Like unknown. I be going because every location that you discover, no matter where planet you is, you get XP for that.
Yeah.
So
XP for everything, every little thing. It seems.
That's how I found that good ass armor, because I went off the beaten path and found that cave.
That's how you find a good stuff. Yeah.
You're right. You couldn't show me how to get there though.
Oh damn! I
be the best places because you don't like. How did I get here?
Like, it's on such and such planet, and then it's still different for you. Like it'll still be different. So.
I'll find the video for you and send it to you in a little bit. I just need the name of the armor, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I have to look for it. What was I gonna say? So for me, I'm just gonna start it off. For me, like what I really enjoy about the game is that there's just like all the fleshed out conversations that you have with people. Like I enjoy that. and being able to explore and being able to be like a bounty hunter, because that's what I want to do. Like, even I think Wolf last night, he was like, this is like the closest that I'm ever going to be to like
Mandalorian.
being Mandalorian, right, in a video game. And like, you can do that, or you can do like something else, like the versatility with the game. The gunplay is on point. I'm very convinced that this is Wolfenstein gunplay right here.
It feels good. Yeah,
it feels good. And really starting, and even the lock picking. Like, I remember Delilah
I love it
about that.
Yeah.
I love the way the lock picking, because you really gotta like, you still gotta think. Like, and as you get to harder locks, it like becomes more. You'll have like more mechanism that you have to unlock.
Oh girl, I had to I wasted some lock picks last night.
Did you? I haven't wasted any lock picks.
Me either. I got good at that little game.
No, puzzles ain't my strong suit either, so I can do a
upset.
Pro tip though, if it shows up blue, that means that piece can fit. If it shows up in white, that means the piece that you got that you have selected won't fit.
Okay.
So blue is like, this piece can possibly fit in here. And that's a trick to figuring out. I done got so good at lock picking, masters, experts. Like that's my game.
Ain't nothing.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I don't like, so I want everybody to talk about some things that they like, some things that they don't like. Some things that I don't like are like at the beginning of the game, it could give you a little bit more guidance. I'm not saying hand holding or anything like that, but like I didn't even understand that I had to take away from one of the engine weapons category to be able to start the grab drive to be able to jump. So like there was nothing on screen that told you that that's how you have to do the grab jump. And it would have just been nice if I was like, oh, okay, so this is what I got to do. I think I had to like look it up. But and then some better mini maps, which I think I'm stealing from Delilah. But when you come down to the planet, you just see your little outposts. You don't get to see like the area, the layout of the area, and be able to like plot out where you want to go. I did, however, start to realize that if I brought out the what is that? The LB button. Yeah, the scanner.
The scanner. Then
like if I have a point marked, it'll guide me.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, go ahead.
I guess for me, so the things I don't like is, of course, like the map of the towns, the handcrafted towns. I'm talking about like the dynamically generated worlds. Just the handcrafted towns. Sometimes it's hard to navigate them. You have to actually learn them. And I think I did it because they want to promote exploration, but for me it's very, very limiting. And hopefully in the next update they'll kind of like they can easily patch that in and tweak that. When it comes to like the worlds and the planets and stuff, I found that using the compass is actually very beneficial. Like at first I was using the scanner and like using the scanner to like pan around the world, to highlight certain areas. That's great once you see them in the scanner, and you can see them on the compass. It's easier to get to them once you just utilize the compass more. And so I start really paying attention to the information that's on the compass with the gravity and everything, because it's easy just to overlook it right outside of your
How
home.
do you get to the compass?
It's just automatically there. Like it's like it's at the bottom.
On the bottom of the screen, I'm looking at
right where your health and stuff is. Look on the outer rim.
Oh,
yeah.
Are you playing?
Not right now. Not. It's just,
CHAREECE.
No, ma'am.
Maybe.
No.
Okay.
No comment. Anyway,
why you put on blast like that?
Oh, she's talking about right here. I see it right here.
Are you? Are you?
Look here. Am I online on Discord? Am I online on the see? Look, Delilah looking. Don't look.
No,
don't
she's
look.
not.
Okay.
Okay, I had to look real quick. Right there.
But I had to, because it's right here, little circle on your little wrist thingy. It's right there on the out of it.
Yeah, and the little icons of the areas will be showing around the rim of that. And so you look at that, you can it'll pinpoint where to go.
I was wondering what all those things meant.
But yeah, so that helped when I was okay, that's the compass. Like it kind of like clicked. So now I'm starting to appreciate why they did that. Because they want you to explore. Mm-hmm. They want you to kind of look around and gather resources. They want that, and so they don't want to handhold and make a map for everything. I get it.
Right.
But when you're in the town, New Atlantis, like I need a map. I need a map. When I'm in Neon, I need a map. You know what I mean? It's overwhelming because I'm like, I need to shop. I need to go sell something. I need to go buy something. Who sells? Who buys rocks? Like, I'm still trying to find a person that buy actual materials. You know, it's annoying. But outside of that, I'm loving the game. It's so addicting. Even the way you can just go anywhere and they have like these mission hubs. You go to the mission kiosk and grab extra missions if you want to.
I saw that.
And then like random crap happen, like you go to a planet and then you get attacked by pirates. Next thing you know, you're in a dogfight. And I done got good at flying. I done learned how to customize my ship and add new guns and add, change out my engine and stuff like that.
I'm still on the frontier.
Yeah, me too. I kept my frontier, but I got 4 of the ships. I got 4 of the ships. I get 2 of them. Like I stole another one I bought, and then
you stole them. Look at
so
ruthless.
I was on this. Okay, let me say how this happened because it's kind of cool. So like I was on this planet, right? I was getting all resources. I was like, cool. This planet is almost done. I got all the little markers and everything. Next thing you know, a plane flies randomly, come down and land on the planet. So I'm like, oh, cool. Let me go see what that plane's doing. I run over there to it, and come to find out, it's Crystal Fleet landing on the doggone on the moon, on this moon that I was on, and I killed the entire fleet and just took off in their plane, and it was mine. I just hijacked it, took it. You know what I'm saying? And then, it happened like that. And then once Boogie's told me how to kill and dock mid-flight, like when you're in space, like you target the engines, and once they're like they can't move, you can dock
have
them.
That trait or that skill to be able to target.
The targeting, yeah,
because that docking ship is killing me, man. I'm just fucking up my whole spaceship.
Well, you gotta be careful too, because like I noticed last night that it actually clicks red on their engine once they're done. So once they're done, you need to just get up close to them.
Get close and dock. Like, and then once you get on there, like they're waiting on you. When you get in there, they got the guns.
One of the doors. One of the doors, they're gonna be waiting for you.
Yeah, and so man, that's cool. Being able to like docking and stealing their ship, and then that's the most coolest thing.
I need parts. I need ship parts. There's not enough.
So when you blow up the ships,
you can take their parts.
You get ship parts.
Yeah, but if I'm getting my ass whooped in space, how am I get parts?
Gotta get good, basically.
Gotta get good. My gripe is
get them thrusters, man. Once you get them thrusters,
skill though. Like you have those skills that we're talking about. You have the targeting
some prices on the ships. I can't find this and I'm nitpicking here with Starfield. I need ship parts. That is my common problem because there are
buy from the ship vendor. You can buy from the ship vendor.
So land on New Atlantis. Once you get off your ship, go slightly.
I did that. Right, he ain't got no more.
Oh damn! Well, you need to go find a planet. Let me see, Grisham. Go to Grish. Is it Grissom? Grissom. Grissom. There's a settlement there. Dudes sell ship parts.
Okay.
Does she have to probably have to get a certain part in the story though to be able to?
No, that's a little side, little throwaway.
I got a man.
Throwaway.
But the settlement is there though, huh?
Can you just say like without a mission or anything that you want to go to another planet?
Yeah.
Like
for instance, if you want to sell contraband, go to.
Yes,
I heard. Hold on. I heard there's like certain places that buy contraband. You can look it up. It's there.
No, I want to go where DELILAH go.
So like, thanks. She left. Lady left. But yeah, so go to. There's a solar system called Wolf. So if you go to Sol, right, which is ours, which is Earth, Mars, blah, blah, blah. If you go to Sol, you look immediately to the right, like facing it. Look to the right, you will see a little dot. If you put your cursor over it, say Wolf. You go into Wolf. And then if you look to the left, you on the bottom, you will see the den. You go to the den, you can sell contraband there. And they won't scan your ship when you fly in. Yeah.
DELILAH, you sound like you done this way.
Listen.
Like, and they don't scan your ship.
They don't scan your ship. And you can sell all your contraband. But see, the problem is that they don't pay a lot for it. You don't get the full value. You have to really find those flying trade authority ships to get the better value. Like you got to catch them jokers flying around. Like, before, like as you go to one of those planets that's being scanned, and if you're looking at it the world, like you look at the planet and then you see all these planes flying around, you got to really look real quick for the trade authority and try to get to them before they scan your ship. It's wild.
Yeah,
Yo,
so
they
we
scan my
got
ship
some.
either.
Sorry, go ahead.
I said they scan my ship as soon as I get there, though.
Well, they got a little timer at the bottom, so basically, if you can like boost and get out of there while they're scanning, you can get away. It's hard. I think you gotta upgrade your that trait too. Like I think
Again, y'all hired me, so I see what I need to do now.
No, I'm the same, and
it's not that.
But see, I have, because I started as a bounty hunter, already had the piloting skill and the targeting skill.
Oh, see, I don't have that.
Well, off rip, you had some perks. I had a lot of that stuff. So
right, so like that whole thing where you basically want to just let the ship line up, right? And then once you get the red square, you can go into targeting mode, and targeting mode slows them down.
Whoa, see, I need
so
that.
You can really just like aim at their engines or whatever you want to aim at. Yeah. So it makes it better.
Well, I can tell you this too. Getting good at the ship combat and all the ship modifications and all of that completely changed the game for me.
Oh yeah.
Now I look forward to dogfighting. I look forward to let me steal this ship. I look forward to like getting all the stuff they got on there, because they, when you steal the ship, they leave stuff in their little cargo holds and they cap them pins. I take all that.
Which is why you have to check, because if they have contraband, that's how you get in trouble. So
that's
Sticks was playing with us last night, and he had stole a ship, and he didn't make sure he looked for contraband. So when he pulled into a planet, they scanned him, and they was like, "Oh, give me your ship."
Yeah, they will take yours. They will. I went to jail because like I had got some contraband, right? And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna see what happens now that I got my, I went to jail. They locked me up, whatever. They took everything.
Damn.
And I paid the fine to get out of jail. And so I got this helmet. I think Boogie, you found it too, where when you put it on to make sure like, invisible. Yep. And so I found where they were storing the stuff they took from my ship, and I stole it from them. And I broke out of there with the contraband on the planet and all that. So I don't think I lost out of it. It was like $900, but I got all the contraband and that somebody else had locked in there. But that master locksmith, baby, like boom, I just was like stole it.
So she just gonna toss that shit around like it's a title.
Master, you gotta get that master.
You gotta get that master expert locksmith.
Yeah, I see that.
I've got the advanced locksmith, but
I'm advanced right now, but it looks like I need to put a point in there.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah, but just to get some comments out of the way, I see some folks. Pragmatic Eagle, do y'all know you can peek around corners during gunfights? No, I did not know. I'm gonna need you to tell me how to do that. And it says, Sir X-Men statement: everyone needs to learn their way around New Atlantis. It's so important.
They make you learn it. And that's why there's no map.
The map layout is Gargagio in the city, man.
Yeah, and because one thing I noticed about New Atlantis, like you literally gotta be reading the actual signs to know where to go.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was like,
there's a gun seller there in the residential area.
Oh, I did not know that.
She has like 12 grand on her. So if you have to sell stuff to her, she'll have like.
I'm gonna go to her next. Soon as it's over. Yeah. As soon as this show over.
But again too, for Dark Otimus maybe.
I think it's Dark.
There is so much to do in Starfield that everyone's experience is different, and that's what's important for an RPG. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like we were all in chat last night playing till like 1 o'clock in the morning, and
had a nice little Starfield party.
Yeah, but like everybody's doing something different. Like everybody's in a different spot. Everybody's doing something different. We had a stick figure of CHAREECE.
Yeah, man.
She, was absent, but yeah.
For once, I'm not the absent one.
I know. Oh my God! So I have to say. Like Stitch came into the chat and he was like, "Is that Delilah online?" Right.
Yo, I'm incognito queen, okay? I'm always incognito.
He's like, "Man, I need to take a picture of this."
You don't see her, but she see you. I tell you.
Right.
Listen, I'm there. I'm always there. I'm just incognito all the time. Like, y'all, listen, I have to, got certain people following me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, But Yes, I love the game, y'all. Like it's up there for me. It's up there for me. So
that's what I was gonna ask too next. Is like to close out the Starfield conversation. It's been floating around, but game of the year. I've even seen a few people say game of a generation. Which
it's the
stories, but you know, how do you guys think it'll contend for game of the year?
Man. I mean,
it's definitely gonna get a nomination. It's definitely.
I think it'll get a nod too. Like for me with Starfield, it's the randomness and also it's the stories. Like I done came across and read about like when I'm surfing a planet and just stuff that happened that you like, dang, this is how this planet got wiped out.
Right. Like when they talk about like for us, with Earth, they're just like, yo, like it was like 50 years and they were like, yo, you got to be off of Earth for 50 years.
Right.
Figure it out.
Good luck. You know. And then, you know, you get to the landmarks on Earth and you see like London Tower. You find those like things that we know.
I've seen that.
It's just like, whoa, you know, it really hits you a little bit. You walking around there and in the pyramids, it's creepy. And like, they did a good job with that, you know, with trying to let you know this is well into the future. And you know, you got all these different, I'm loving it. And I think though, if this game, when it came out any other year, it'll be a shoe in, shoes in, but it's so many great games this year. It's ridiculous.
And RPG heavy this year.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like 2000. What year did BioShock came out? I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
It was like freshman shooters for that year. It was incredible.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
Right. That year, I want to say that had to be 360, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
BioShock
360 era.
Yeah, so like 2012 too.
Something like that. I want to say earlier than that. I'm about to look it up real quick.
Yeah, no problem. So, lady, I'll go to you next. How do you feel about it being Game of the Year contender?
I ain't got no problem. It's gonna be in there. They gonna win something. I know they gonna win something.
They go. RPG, I don't know, man, because you got Baldur's Gate 3. That's gonna contend with that.
I think best if it's a best RPG will go to Starfield, but they will not get Game of the Year.
That'd be so weird.
I'm telling you, I like Baldur's Gate. I enjoyed the time I played Baldur's Gate 3. But as soon as Starfield came, it was just
for sure.
It was and Diablo. Hold up just a second.
Yeah, I know that even Abacab is saying it will be nominated, but it won't win.
That's RPG.
Like, you know, that's probably what's going to happen too. Game of the Year. I mean, Game Awards. We know who hosts. Who's the head there?
It could win if they do it by like
because it's showing Zelda and ain't Zelda. Zelda. I tell you that much. I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna be Zelda.
But nobody's still talking about Tears of the Kingdom. Who even finished that game?
Ain't nobody talked about it because it was a flash in the pan. Because it was not a multi-plat game. It was a Nintendo exclusive. So the real, you know, the diehard Zelda fans was
because the first Zelda people were like on that.
Yeah, they were.
People were on this too.
And then Diablo came. And then Diablo came. And everybody forgot about that.
Yeah, because there's so much this year, right?
Hogwarts Legacy. It's too deep.
It's thick, y'all. It's gonna be a zoo around there.
Yeah, like we're not even done. Like we're not even done.
I know. It's wild.
9 months, y'all.
I think as gamers, we all eating good this year.
Yes.
We eating. I thought I was not gonna spend no money on no games. But I know
you did it.
Girl,
but y'all, you know what? Y'all, do y'all think that by this game being on Game Pass is gonna play like, how do I want to put it? That, you know, more people are gonna have, because of accessibility, right? More people are gonna have access to it. It's like, man, you know, a lot of people who didn't buy Baldur's Gate are probably gonna play Starfield. People who didn't get Tears of the Kingdom is probably gonna play Starfield. I mean, you saw the numbers for yourself. Right. It was millions, which is huge in just a week, right? So I think with that alone, right now it's top 3 for me this year.
Yeah, for sure. I would agree to that.
It's It started off slow, but it got really, like, it ramped up pretty quick. Once you start doing like a few of the main missions and you figure out the mechanics, you know, it's like it clicks and it's like, yo, I can go anywhere. You know, I can really go anywhere. So
what about you, CHAREECE?
I'm kind of with Delilah. It's top 3. I'm still like, I absolutely adore Baldur's Gate. And I adore Hogwarts Legacy and Starfield. I'm still early in it, so it's still up there. It's RPG is still my jam. So I just, is it my game of the year though? I don't know. Maybe okay. Wait, ask me this next week. After
let me finish the game. Let's finish
no,
it.
no, because I'm never gonna finish this game because I already feel like this is gonna be my Skyrim, and I know it took me a minute to get into really dig into Skyrim. So I just feel like next week this might change, and this might be my game of the year. But as of right now, it's still Hogwarts. But I could already like us talking about it. I just want to like y'all. Let me get some food and we finna play.
Right.
Right now, that's
it. That's it.
That's what's about to happen.
I don't watch my college football for the day. Boom.
Hey, okay. We finna go. I'm finna run my errands real quick. I'm
turn it on.
Yeah, but you know what? Go ahead and get my bath and everything. Anyway,
make sure the house good. Make sure the house good to go.
You'll be trying to fall asleep.
No. We gonna
get her bath in and shit.
Yeah, the way I got to stop and get one. You know.
You know what? We gonna go there.
It is.
Right? Yeah. Anywho's, if y'all have a favorite moment in Starfield, please post it. Funny moment, because I know there have been some crazy funny moments in Starfield. So if you have any of that, make sure you add that into the chat so we can read that off.
Oh God, y'all let me know when y'all played a mission about the governor. Just remember that.
Okay.
And when you get to it, it's on the planet is we're on Mars.
Okay.
So then I'll leave it there and boom.
I'm going to Mars. Mars.
That whole thing, I can't wait to tell y'all about that, John, bro.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about Starfield. The only thing, I didn't even touch on this. I'm surprised I didn't look at this. Can we roll it back for just a second and talk about all the tears and the saltiness and like just really trying to bash this game. I mean, like we can see that it's clearly getting review bombed, which I still don't understand why so many people have so much hate for Microsoft, because I feel like it's like one of those bad perceptions that they still need to like shake off from like way back when, but it's like they're not that company anymore. And I really need people to read books. But yeah, so I don't know, because I definitely feel like Starfield would be receptive with open arms, angel wings, and all that shit if it was a multi-plat.
Or if it wasn't on PlayStation.
Yeah, if it wasn't, especially if it was exclusive on PlayStation. Man,
it's unfortunate.
But if it was just a regular Bethesda game before they were acquired from Xbox, I don't think it would be getting all the hate. I mean, I literally have people who are just posting every day who haven't even played the game, who are just posting hate, and it's just like, I mean, it's okay. Like, other people can have fun, you know what I mean? And if you had an upgraded TV, you could play with just a controller, even with your PlayStation controller.
Yeah, because somebody did that.
And changed the logo, apparently the boot logo.
They made a mod to change the logo. They give you all the feels.
That is so all kind of options. All kind of options. I mean, I think you can even pay Game Pass Ultimate from your
What trips me out with this, with all of that, it's just like I don't understand. Like I don't know why, but I don't.
Yeah, like what do you get out of this?
Right. That's it. Like why? This
it's like your head is literally buried in the sand, and you do not want to come up for anything that affects your perception of what you think life should be. Yeah. And since you automatically assume that this game should be multi-plat, you're going to do everything in your power to make sure that it is.
Yeah.
And then see, another thing too is, if we already know from just the court things that's all public that this game, if Microsoft hadn't stepped in, would probably end up being a PlayStation exclusive. It wouldn't have been on nearly as many platforms as it's on right now.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been on PC, wouldn't have been on mobile via cloud.
Nope.
All of that. You know what I mean? So people, I think, are just looking at it with a closed mind as opposed to looking at the amount of millions of more people that get to play this game because of the acquisition. And I just think it's sad.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say you're 100% right about the PC part, because PC players probably wouldn't have got this.
Yeah, not for at least another year.
Another year, year and a half. And I think it's sad because if you I don't know if you all saw the interview with Phil and I think it was CNBC or something like that. He went on there talking about the launch of Starfield, and they asked him again about the exclusivity. And it's like, if this was any other company, this is any other publisher, it wouldn't even have been a question. It wouldn't even been a question. The assumption would have already been made. So I don't know why Microsoft was always hounded about exclusivity.
Right. I
remember when they had tried to do the Tomb Raider deal back in the day for exclusivity. The industry and the media made a big uproar about that. So I don't understand. For the life of me, it's just like, it's as if that Xbox and Microsoft they're not allowed to have exclusives, according to these people. They're not allowed to. And then if they don't have it, if they don't have it, then you get the Xbox has no games. It's like it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. So it's frustrating, and to the point I'm at the point now where I'm just trying to ignore these people and just enjoy my gaming. Because I love Game Pass. I love what Microsoft is doing. I love the direction that they're going in. I love the acquisitions that they're making, because that means that way more people are going to get to play these games, whether they like to or not. And people just hate to admit the fact that PlayStation is just a small portion of the pie. Yeah, and people hate to admit that, but it is what it is.
Because again, we want to talk about numbers. So Starfield had 6 million people playing it between Xbox and PC. I just to put that out there, Skyrim did not have that when it first launched.
It launched,
Starfield is the biggest Bethesda game to date with this launch, and it's all because of, again, Game Pass and the fact that there you go, because it launched on everything and anything but PlayStation. So people can say what they want to say, that we're gatekeeping these games, but like literally everybody and their mama is playing this. So
it's like if you weren't beholden to just one and you
that part,
your horizon,
that part,
like play other things, because even like we said, you could be playing this on a PC that couldn't maybe run it right, but you'd be playing through Xbox. So yeah.
So
I forgot what I was going to add to this, but I'll just leave it there. It's cool.
All right. Well, we'll get into some.
Fuck them tears. We using that for sun fries.
Right? Them tears. Yeah.
I like my fries salty as hell. Let's go.
Stupid.
I'm not stupid.
All right. So getting close to the end of the show, y'all. Y'all know what that means. If you want to have your question, make sure you type your question. But we're gonna get into some titty bitties, and I have a few. Y'all can add in if you have any. But I saw that we have a new Goosebumps series coming to Hulu and Disney Plus, and it actually looks fucking scary.
Yo.
Wow.
I was like, this looks. Go ahead.
I was never a Goosebumps fan. I was always Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was me.
Oh, I like that one too.
I like both.
But I went back and watched this trailer that when you posted it, I was like, okay, this is looking kind of interesting. But I'm more of a reader. I want the books. Can we get? How hard it is?
Yeah, the books were like the best.
Yeah. And what was the clown name? It was in he showed up randomly in different episodes of the books. Oh my god!
Are you talking about the ventriloquist dummy, or
was that what it was?
Yeah, and he had like a clown face.
He was the kind of creepy one. With the author named R.L. Stein. He was on some stuff. He was like the child's version of Stephen King.
Books.
Fear Street. Did everybody read Fear Street?
Yeah, he had Fear Street.
Yeah, Fear Street.
Oh,
that was
Fear
scary.
Street was my jam.
Yeah, Fear Street was scarier.
Yeah. But I'm gonna watch this. I don't know how long though, but
Yeah, I'm not. Say that. No, I didn't.
I'm not.
And Roger, it's for children, so we should be fine.
I know, because I'm like, it's gonna be on Disney and on Hulu and everything, and I'm like, yo.
But Disney been putting more and more mature stuff up there, so I don't know.
Yeah, they are. All right, and the next one is a Godzilla spin-off series off of the most recent Godzilla films called Monarch: Legacy of the Monsters. So if you watched any of the last ones, you know that the Monarchs are the big butterfly ones. And it's coming on Apple Plus, which I thought was surprising. November 17th, and it looks like it has some heavy hitting actors in here. as well. So check it out. And my last tidbit is if anybody has watched the One Piece series that's on Netflix. I know that Lady and I tried to watch it in the hotel, but we fall asleep like every night. But we got through the first episode, then I came home and watched a couple more.
I started watching it on the plane, and I think I need to go back and rewatch it because on the plane is weird.
Is it good though? Like from what y'all seen?
I dig it. You know, I did tell you that I do have one problem, you know, with the show. I hate that his name is Monkey, and he I'm still trying to figure out what his ethnicity is, because I'm like, the little boy they have playing him looks like a little mulatto boy. He looks like he's half black, and I'm just like, why are we calling this boy Monkey? But so it doesn't take me out of the show, but I'm still like
why? Like why y'all
side a little bit,
right? But other than that, like the character creation, like how they make sure they do the 1-for-1 with the anime. I feel like this is much more palatable than the anime, because I ain't watching 1,000 episodes. However many it is. Yeah. So and a lot of the other characters, like, I don't know, they look like cool anime characters. So I'm cool with it. I like it.
I have a tidbit. I have one. I watched Medea's Homecoming, and my tidbit is to watch the original Medea plays. If anybody's from the original Medea plays, because Homecoming was so fucking trash. And I'm like, Tyler Perry, this is not where you started from. So
silly. I can't, I can't watch Medea, right? Like, I can't look past Tyler Perry in a dress. Like, it's
okay.
I see him. I don't see Medea. I see him.
I just think
it's funny, because when I see him, I don't see him. I see Medea.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Like when I see him as like him, I'm like,
no, that ain't baby. Where's the wig at? Where the
wig and the dress at? Y'all
watch Medea's like plays.
I've seen them all. This is weird.
Watch the plays before you watch the movies. That's all I got.
I actually went to one of his plays.
I wouldn't mind doing that. I don't think he does it
before he blew.
That's when he was hustling. He was grinding.
Yep. Before he blew up, they had to play at
he ain't got no writers.
Playhouse.
Yeah. Also, a tidbit: if you're a T-Mobile subscriber, member, when you're traveling, you can get 1 hour of internet for free, and you get 4 full flight credits of internet for the year. And that could be for maybe, I don't know, for T-Mobile, that's what it was.
It depends on what airline you're on, because like one flight I was on, I didn't have to pay for internet at all the whole time. So it just depends on what airline you're on and stuff like that. But there is
shout out to Alaska and United, man, because I'm letting you
Delta
know.
had free Wi-Fi, so
I'm telling you, man. I mean, going on Southwest all these years, and somewhere like United and Alaska, I'm like, okay, I see you. Mm-hmm. I don't mind spending the extra 30 because they was on time. They was not late. We actually got there early. You know what I mean? So I don't know, Southwest. You're gonna have to really tighten your game up. You're gonna have to really tighten your game up.
Oh,
so,
mercy.
Southwest, I swear, I hate them. I hate them with a passion. They let me down. They really did. Anybody else got any tidbits?
I got 2. First of all, Netflix also, they have, since this is the 50th anniversary of hip hop, they did a Ladies First.
Nice.
And it's basically like a docu-series about women in hip hop. And it starts back like with the very first, like Roxanne Shante and all this. Like they go back all through the years. I'm on episode 3, I think 3 or 4, because again I watched on the plane. Some stuff was in and out, so I probably have to rewatch one. The last one. But it's so far I have enjoyed it. They touch on Queen Latifah. They talk about the women that went to jail. Like shout out to Lil' Kim and Remy Ma. Again, why am I listening to this stuff at such a young age?
I know, right?
what was my mother thinking? But again, if y'all want to do a history of hip hop from a lady's perspective, there you go. So Netflix, I think it's want to say 5 or 6 episodes. I'm not totally sure. And then I do have a book. This right here, I don't know if you can see it. The Wayne Family Adventures. It is my slice of life with the Bat family. It's free on Webtoons, but y'all know I like physical copies also. So I got the first volumes. It is volumes 1 through 25, I believe, and it is so cute. It is so adorable. I love all the Robins, basically the whole families. I just love them all. But yeah, so that's my tidbits.
All right. Anybody else got any tidbits?
I got nothing. I guess for me it'd be the games. I mentioned them, this week and last week, but it'll be Sea of Stars and Bum Rush Cyberpunk. Check those out when you get a chance. Boom.
All right, and I don't know which lady you guys want to look for questions. I didn't really.
Yeah, I ain't seen not a single question.
Any questions?
Yeah, you guys are questioned out, huh?
I didn't see nothing.
Cool. I ain't see a question. Not one question.
All right. Well, going once, going twice.
All right, let's go.
All right. We went pretty long today. I know we started a little late, but still almost a 2-hour show for us. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you guys share out the podcast. This week we actually streamed to Twitter and Kick, as well as to YouTube Live. We're going to try to get back into getting the podcast onto, Apple Music and all the other venues. And then, like I said earlier, we have videos coming out for our PAX trip. And yeah, thank you guys for supporting us. And we'll do our outros. I can start with Miss Lady.
Two questions came.
Oh,
go ahead. Do that, Delilah. Do that real quick. I'm
trying to understand what Pragmatic Eagle was saying. This first one that says the caveat, the following question is in the complaint. Glad to see it in game. Just curious if everyone else has the same citizenry in their playthrough.
It's a 2-part question. Go to the second one underneath it.
There are a ton, way more than I've ever seen in a video game before, of brown to Starfield. Do you think they match population with the created character's tone? Ooh.
Oh, that would be.
I thought it was just me. So of course I have a black girl, and I'm seeing way more darker skinned people. I've
seen somebody else make that comment too, though, on Twitter, that this is probably the most black and brown people that they've seen. But I don't know, like you're saying, I would need to talk to other people. If you're a white individual, you're gonna see more white individuals in the game.
And when you think about it, think about the history of this game and the lore for this universe. Again, so the entire population of Earth basically had to leave in 50 years. I am almost positive not everybody got off the planet. And if you want to continue the human race, that means your ass is gonna have to sleep with some of everybody and do some of everything with some of everybody. So that means that shit got mixed around. There should be a whole bunch of plethora of colors in this world.
There is. That's what I noticed.
There is. That's what I'm saying. There is. There's not just that, no offense, that pasty white or that, glossy white. There's different shades. So, and this game shows it.
Because I was gonna say, I'll get through. I noticed that I'll get through a crowd of black people, but then after that it'll be a crowd of somebody else and a crowd of somebody else, and then they're
it's different
intersectionality,
Yeah.
But
I never thought of it like that, but that'd be interesting. The question to ask the devs, is this dynamically? How do y'all determine, what is y'all do about based on?
Because I only see what I see. I don't see what y'all see.
Right, exactly. But I think because they have to voice, they do it dynamic. Oh my gosh! Listen, I don't know. I'm curious now, though. You spark some curiosity, for sure.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and do the outro then.
Yep. Sorry.
Thank you for everybody that showed up and hanged out with us today, and getting back into the grind of what we do best. Make sure you check out the merch shop. Shout out to our Patreons. Y'all some real ones since day one.
And I think we'll get back to normal hopefully next week with probably some Starfield, most likely. So show y'all what I've been doing. But thank you everybody for hanging, and I'll see you guys next week.
All right, Miss Delilah.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Thanks everybody for listening to the show. Thank you if you met us in person at PAX. That was great. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you could stick around, share the show out. You can find us here. Our normal time is usually 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays, but you'll find us here. We have had the same time slot forever. We've seen shows come in our time slot and go, and we still here. So you can find us right here. And we'll catch you on the next one, but thank you for the continued support. So, yeah.
All right, Miss CHAREECE.
All right, everybody. It's your girl CHAREECE here again. Thank y'all so much for coming through. We greatly appreciate it. We enjoy these conversations with the ladies, with the chat, because of course our chat is awesome. But yes, y'all go play Starfield. Don't be a pirate like Delilah. Be sneaky like me. I'm using persuasion to get what I want.
Did you get the sneak trait? Did you get the sneak trait?
No, not yet.
See, how you gonna be sneaking and know how to sneak trait?
I have that, and I have persuasion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to look for it.
Wait, what level are you all? I'm level
7.
I'm 7.
Okay, 18. What level are you, lady? 14. Lady grinding, y'all. She grinding.
Yes.
I don't know how you get that much experience, but hey.
Explore everything. Yes. But yeah, so y'all be nice to everybody. You never know what somebody's going through, and please wash your hands, wash your ass. COVID is still around.
Wash your fucking hands.
All right.
Sorry, lady.
I'm sorry.
Hope you feel better.
Because that somebody ain't washed their fucking hands. Man. They had that sanitizer, man.
She's not wrong. But yeah. Anyway, thank y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
All right, and it's me, LBOOGIE 0208. I really appreciate everybody coming through, listening to us and our shenanigans today. We love each and every one of y'all. Yeah, thanks for the support. I mean, we had a blast at PAX. And yeah, we're gonna keep bringing you guys this content. Y'all keep sharing it out, keep supporting, and that's it. Peace.